Hi, these comments are for LZ. This is Michael from BetterTOEFLScores.com, also OnlineTOEFLCourse.com, and you are one of my TOEFL online TOEFL course students. And right now we're meeting on Fridays. I'm helping you with both your speaking and your pronunciation. So we talked a little bit about your writing. Your writing, I think, is around 25 points, but I got good news for you. Your writing is no longer 25 out of 30. There is no way. You are way, way higher than that, right? So I'm going to talk about that right now in this video. So you're just such a tremendously hardworking student, and you understand what I'm telling you. You make the changes and you have created a very, very high scoring practice test for the TOEFL independent writing task. I'm not joking here. So I read it, right? So when I look at the actual rubrics here, let me take a look at the 5 area, right? So effectively addresses a topic in the task. Exactly. You answered the required prompt and you organized and developed your essay accordingly. Is well organized and developed using clearly appropriate explanations, exemplifications, and or details. You have exactly done that. Displays unity, progression, and coherence. Perfect. Displays consistent facility in the use of language, demonstrating syntactic variety, appropriate word choice, and idiomasticity. A lot of people don't know what that means, and word choice and idiomasticity is connected together. It means that the vocabulary, even the grammar that you're using, is very natural. You do not sound like a non-native speaker to me. So you did that. You did everything. That you may have minor lexical or grammatical errors, you really don't have any major errors in there at all. I mean, there's maybe 1 or 2 minor, but that's it. So excellent. So let's take a look at what you wrote. I have it right here. So the first thing is, I like to just kind of look at it statistically. Let's see what we got. Oh man, this is remarkable what you have done here. Your average words per sentence is 36. Wow. And you want to get a PhD in physics. It should be that way, right? That's the kind of research writing sentence style that I'm looking for and helping you with. So your writing style is even way above the requirements for the TOEFL exam, and it should be because of your professional situation. Characters per word is 5, and the grade level on this is 18. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you want to do. You want to get a PhD in physics, you need to write like this, right? And also, you're going to get a high score in the TOEFL exam. Believe it or not, I do not do this very often, but I really believe that this essay will score 30 out of 30 on the TOEFL exam. I really believe that. I do. Let's take a look at your introduction first. Anybody at YouTube, pay attention, right? So if you're trying to write at a higher level, see, a lot of people, they set their sights too low. They just want to pass the TOEFL exam. But do they really have the writing needed so they can excel in their academic or professional career? So that's the question, right? Okay, so let's read the first paragraph. So the first paragraph is 120 words. You say knowledge is an essential component of humanity, and there are several methods to gain it, such as watching movies, reading books, learning via experience, and so on. Reading books is one of the most useful ways to get knowledge, since books are the first tool individuals use to receive information from elementary school to universities. Okay, what I can do here maybe is see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Just a little bit right there. Here we go. Books provide students with a wide range of educational topics and are the major instrument for training people to become professionals in the future. Furthermore, students must initially study from books before developing a specific job or duty. As a result, I agree with the statement that books are more important than experience since books provide a methodical approach to learn and they cover a wide range of topics. Right, so that becomes your thesis. Now, what I like is when we get to the next paragraph, this is what I really like. I like how you connect ideas together and you demonstrate very strong vocabulary in the process. For example, one of the key points in your thesis, you said a methodical approach. Then in the topic sentence of paragraph 2 here, you said a systematic manner. I love that. So you didn't use exactly the same keywords from the thesis. You used some synonyms. It doesn't matter though. You have connected very, very clearly the first point in the thesis with the topic of your second body paragraph. That's exactly what you did there. Okay, let's keep reading here. First, writers of books who create an intensive technique to gather material to create a book give a systematic manner to learn in their works, since they organize books to begin with fundamental principles and move toward complex topics. Usually, I don't think we need this. To illustrate, at the end of each section of a math book, there are several sorts of exercises, I would make this plural, that allow students to learn about approaches for solving arithmetic problems on their own. I like the detail, my friend. However, learning from the experience of classmates may be difficult because classmates do not have enough experience to transmit knowledge, and learning only from their professor's explanation may be impossible because it is critical that students spend hours practicing themselves during the learning process, and books are an excellent tool for learning and practicing at the same time. Wow. My goodness. How long is that sentence? What do we got going on here? 58 words. Woo! Wow. Could be a little too long. There is such a thing as over-subordination. So I would keep your sentences between 30 and 40, I think is probably a little bit better, because remember that the IBT human raters, you have even a higher education than these guys do. You're way smarter than any IBT human rater. So you don't want them to have trouble reading what you're doing, because if they don't understand everything, you're going to get a lower score. But I love it. I love it, absolutely. For example, when I was in high school, I had a lot of difficulties with trigonometry issues because I didn't understand Pythagoras' law. I like this concrete detail here, my friend. And you're a physics major. You know mathematics. Talk about it. You excel in that. Use this information to help you explain your ideas. You say, so I couldn't solve rectangular triangles, and some of my classmates attempted to teach me how to answer these types of problems, but it didn't work for me. I eventually found the solution in the book of Schaum, which helped me to comprehend everything about trigonometry thanks to the systematic approach. And I finally got an A in the class. So I like this. I like how you repeat this key word, which you mentioned in the beginning of the paragraph. You have unity, my friend. You have a clearly marked topic sentence. You have relevant supporting detail, and even a concluding sentence which sums up the purpose of that paragraph. And the paragraph itself, I'm guessing it's over 200 words. 211. Wow. Very strongly written there. Second, contrary to individual experiences, the book covers a wide range of topics for students and provides a suitable source of knowledge that students may use as the cornerstone of their profession. For instance, any university's career, and I think you're thinking of carrera in Spanish, right? But I think it's not the same thing exactly in English. I think you want to say major here. So any university's major has a variety of subjects that prepare students to become professionals. And each of these subjects, professors use books as primary sources of information when developing class syllabuses. And I think it's possible to say syllabi and syllabuses. So I'm not messing with this. And one important fact is that syllabuses only contain a wide variety of books, but never cite the experience of some. As a result, books are a versatile instrument for covering any scientific topic and providing, and you mean here, and I see what you're doing here, and for providing all concepts required for any task. For example, throughout my undergraduate experience in mechanical engineering, I utilized a range of books, and I recall that the professor always gave me a list of books that covered all of the class subjects. I'm going to put the S in there. Because of the wide variety of books available, I was able to prepare as a skilled professional. And when I obtained my job as a maintenance engineer, I was able to plan many tasks, such as applying total productive maintenance, which I learned from books. I'm going to put which I had learned. I'm going to make that the past perfect. Why is that? You were able, you say, I was able to do this because it's something you did before that. So I'm using the past perfect here to talk about the one past action as occurring before the other past action. That's why I did that. On the other hand, the same job had many workers who had never attended university and only learned via personal experience. And they had a challenging time applying the new concepts that I wanted to establish in the company. There you go. So it's good to keep your paragraphs fairly balanced, right? So you write a 200-word paragraph, you want to keep the same one like that. You don't want to look like you've run out of steam or gas or you got great ideas. You can go on and on and on. This is 235 words, my friend. Then at the end you say, to summarize, I believe that books are more important than individual experiences, since books have a systematic form to educate students, such as incorporating exercises for practice and allow. I don't think you need the comma here because you don't have separate independent clauses here. So they have a systematic form, right, and allow individuals to study any scientific topic, such as dynamics, in the career of mechanical engineering subject, or in the major, maybe. This is a little bit odd. In the major of mechanical engineering subject. Okay, so overall, very strong, right? I'm going back to what I said a minute ago. I'm just looking at this, and it's just, everything about this essay is a 30, really. It is really, really strongly written. So congratulations. I really have no major suggestions here. You are a great writer. You got to just say that. You are. And English is not your first language. Wow. So thank you for sending me the practice test. I enjoy having you as one of my students. I will see you on Friday at 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or Daylight Savings Time, in California in the United States, all right? Keep up the great work, right? So you're very strong in the writing, so put more emphasis on the speaking. We can do maybe 1 or 2 writing practices per week, but put a lot more effort into the speaking right now, and especially your accent reduction. All right, thank you.